Hey everybody, how you doing? Can you let me know if you can see me? I see we've got some attendees on. Hi Tracy, hi Damo, hi Michael. Yeah, just type in the chat box if you can see me. There's been a mix-up with the time. I'm sure it's set to GMT and then it must have changed because I had to do the time again and it won't let me change it, so bit of a problem. Just have a word with Peter. Michael Banks, I can see me. How can you see you, Michael? I'm just answering you, Damo, in the chat here, in your Facebook chat about the bonuses. Not sure where Michael is. More people jumping on. Hi, Tanya. Where's Peter? Just be a minute, guys. We're just kind of getting going here. Okay, so sorry for the dead space. Oh, this looks like Willie. Is that you, Peter? Oh, hi. How you doing? Are you coming on? You muted out. So who we got? We got, yeah, hi Tanya, Michael, Damo, Tracy, Mike, Willie, Barbara. Hi Barbara. James, Melvin. Hi James, good to see you. You're still muted out, Pete. Okay, listen guys, the idea of tonight is going to be a question and answer session. You've got me for an hour. And then I'm going to go and watch Celebrity MasterChef and chill out a bit because I've been working all day. So there's a comparatively small group on here at the minute. So we can ask questions in the chat box, or would anybody like to actually come on and speak to me in person, which might be sexy and groovy, because I am quite a sexy and groovy guy. So would you all like to, if you want to come on the Hangout, on the panel, just say yes, and I'll see if I can add you on. I'm using this super duper tool called Webinars on Air. So if you want to come on, put yes. I'll give you a minute to answer. If you don't want to come on, then I'll just tell you to ask questions in the chat box. So if you want to come on, put yes. Yeah, Peter, you're on, mate, but you're muted. Can't hear you. No sound. Do you know sign language or semaphore or anything like that? Smoke signals? Carrier pigeon, send me messages and I'll translate. Okay, guys, you got You got me. Here's Mike. How you doing, Mike? Let's add Mike to the panel. Mike Melvin. This is a new toy for me, webinars on air. It's really good though. I recommend it, what I've seen so far. It doesn't seem to want to let Mike in. Okay, guys, I want your questions. What do you want to know? What do you want me to talk about? Hi, Dan. How's it going? Melvin, join the call. No, Peter, you're still quiet. I can see you talking and shouting into your mic there. Say something now.
Can you hear me?
Got you, Mike. Peter's he's got no audio for some reason. I think there was a crackle, Peter, so I don't know if you've got a broken wire in the headset or something. It did crackle earlier. Right, got a request from Barbara to talk about the Christmas Blitz. So, the good-looking gentleman...
I should have put my Christmas outfit on.
Sorry?
I should have put my Santa suit on.
No, you shouldn't. So, the good-looking gentleman you can see on the hangout here is me, and the other one is Mike Melvin. And Mike was in the video with me for the well, we're calling it the Christmas Blitz now, which is thank you, Peter, because Peter came up with that name. So let's talk about the Christmas Blitz then, okay, and what the idea is. First of all, are you all familiar with the 21-day Facebook challenge? If you can just give me a yes, no, inside the chat box there, that would be awesome. So I know where to pitch this. I don't know if there's a slight delay because everybody, either you don't want to speak to me or everyone's being...
I think normally on these there's a slight delay in there.
Yeah, okay. So Barbara, not really. Michael, day 9, cool. Okay, right. James, yes, I know you do, James. You're working it like I don't know what. You're doing really well with it. Look, I'm going to recap then. I'm gonna recap just briefly. Okay, I did income disclaimer here. Okay, I did enroll 25 people into National Wealth Centre in 30 days, and I did that by just Facebook networking. So totally, absolutely free, going out, making friends with people on Facebook, what to say to them, how to convert them. Okay, and it sounds crazy, doesn't it, Mike? But any selling involved, really?
No.
No selling.
No selling. No mention of the company name.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Just yeah.
Everybody watching this and everybody in our team has got access to that. It's the 21-day Facebook challenge. Okay. So even if you don't want to build your business that way, it teaches you how to connect with people, how to create curiosity with people, the sort of posts that work. And in actual fact, most people that join me actually came to me and asked me, and I promise you that. And out of the 25, 15 of them were total strangers. I had never ever spoken to them before. Okay, so we encapsulated that. 4 of us, in fact, including Eric Green, who's kind of like the leader of our group, and Matthew Aaron is the other leader of our group. Me and Keith Everett. I don't know if some of you know Keith Everett. We actually worked on putting this together. Okay, this document. Eric and Matthew build their business exactly the same way I did. So we've got this great document called the 21-day Facebook challenge. That is how to build your business. And what we did in that, we gave everybody some posts to put out. And the idea is when you go out in your marketing, it's like you don't say, hey, I've got this great business, rah, rah, rah. You're putting out, I'm so glad I'm learning these strategies that are helping me grow my business. And people come and they want to know, well, what strategies are these? How are you building your business? What is it you're doing? Yeah. So it works incredibly well. And if you're not doing it, I suggest you do. Okay. So we're getting near Christmas now. It's prime enrollment months. A lot of people now are looking to make some cash flow for Christmas. And Peter came up with the idea of the Christmas Blitz. So it's the same kind of deal, guys. You use the Christmas Blitz so you're not promoting a company. So the idea of the Christmas Blitz, hopefully you've all seen the video. If not, I'm going to put the page here for you. it in the chat. And me and Mike kind of had the idea before the Christmas Blitz thing came up. And we just explained, look, you can make $1,000 before Christmas if you can get 6 people in at 175. So you can go out, you can market about the Christmas Blitz, you can create the curiosity, you know, by saying, look, I'm taking part in the Christmas Blitz, it's a group of us helping each other, okay, ask me about it if you want to get involved. Now, some people will want to know, and you can do other posts like, you know, I'm set to make $1,000 before Christmas with this and build my primary business. Now, no doubt, me, Mike, Eric, you know, we'll come up with more posts, Peter will come up with posts. Anybody is welcome to share them, and that's the idea of it. The more people see the Christmas Blitz, the more likely they are to want to join it. But my only sort of thing that went through my head, and when I saw it, is what is it? So it made me think of that webinar I did with Mike. So let me just run through it again. You market the Christmas Blitz to create curiosity and ask people if they're involved with it. You can say, are you in the Christmas Blitz? They go, no, what is it? Oh, sorry, I thought I saw a post. And then you can send them the information. You send them that page there, you just put your username on the end. So I didn't want to exclude people that couldn't afford to come in at 175. So what we've done is all the bonuses that you're meant to get at the 175 level, actually, up until the point we did the video, you actually got them anyway, even if you joined at 35. So we have made it definite. If you come in at $35, you get all the bonuses that are meant to be there for the top people, you know, people that come in at 175 a month. So that's one incentive that they might want to join it. So they get a lot of training, don't they, Mike, for $35? A lot.
A lot.
A lot. And if they look at that and don't think
not just training then that's been regurgitated off, you know,
yeah,
from other people. This is all top quality training that works and works currently.
Yeah. I left all the testimonials on, and that's just for the 21-day Facebook challenge, let alone all the other training, Craigslist training, Instagram training. There's a course that's sold for $150, I think, for the basic version of it. Okay, so for the, you know, for $35 they get a $150 product, let alone everything else. Okay, and the Facebook challenge is proven to work. Are you on, Peter? Say something.
Can you hear me now?
You're on.
Yeah.
You need a shave, but we can hear you.
Okay, right. Sorry, guys.
That's all right, no problem. We'll finish talking about the Blitz, and then we'll come to you, Peter. Okay. So somebody that just wants to come in at 35, they get all those bonuses anyway. Now, if they look at that and they don't think they can make more than $35 back from the training in there, they're not the right sort of people anyway. Just move on. Okay. Never try and convince anybody. The other thing that we did is, and you have to agree to take part in this up till Christmas, because it doesn't detriment you financially now. Long term, it's not the right thing to do. But Mike's in my team, okay? So let's suppose hopefully you all know how the system works with the pass-ups. Okay, so let's suppose Mike is my first person. Now I've got my 4, okay? And more. You should recruit more than 4, but ideally, if everybody gets 4, National Wealth Centre, then everybody has a good business. Okay. So there's Mike. He's my first person. Okay. Mike goes out and he gets his first person, and then this position here, that passes up to me. Okay. Number 2 and number 4 pass up to your sponsor. But remember, it's levels that pass, not people. Okay? So what I'm proposing we do is, if this person is at 175, which they should be, because, like, again, 100% commissions. I mean, if you sell one at 175 or 3, you know, it doesn't matter. You can make it with the levels, but if you're in at 175 to take advantage of all the products we sell, you only need 6 people to make $1,050 recurring, which isn't a lot of people. So if that person's in at 175, the next person that's going to come in, they come in at 175, they pass to me. Does it matter whether I enroll them or whether Mike enrolls them to me? Financially, no. And what it does is it helps Mike. And this is how we can all help people get to their $1,000. Now, we can't force you to take part in that. Okay? But a lot of people will benefit from that, won't they, Mike and Peter?
Definitely. No, it's part of how we are as a team, and the ethos is you give, we give, and
Yeah.
let's systems it up then, really.
Yeah. Now, the reason why you have to be in at 175, just so you're clear, and I don't know if you've all seen like the videos I've done in the back office, but if this person comes in at 25, okay, and then I say, okay, well this person, Mike's now got a pass-up position for a $25, and I put somebody in there, and they're only at 25. That's great, but if they upgrade, where does the money go? Because I'm giving it to Mike, so the 25 passes up to me, but the 50 and the 100 could go to Mike. So it messes everything up, and that's why if they want to take part in this element of it, and we can't guarantee anybody will get a pass up, okay? Because I might not recruit anybody that month, might not recruit anybody that month. Peter might not recruit anybody, running up to Christmas. We can't guarantee that because we can't control people, okay? So it has to be the 175 level for it to work, okay? But you'd want to be there anyway, because one sale you make it back, instant, pay to your PayPal account, if you want to go down that route and have it paid to PayPal, but other options are available, okay? And it just helps, it helps the whole concept of the Blitz. We're all working together to make $1,000 before Christmas. Can you let me know, guys, in the chat if that makes sense, and does it to you, Mike and Peter? It's always difficult when you have to explain levels and people passing and stuff.
Does to me, but as I said, we've gone through it before, so I understand it. But yeah, it seems very simple. First person comes all in, and then if the sponsor has the person waiting,
yeah,
they will then fill your second position, which in effect passes up to the sponsor.
Exactly.
So the sponsor is filling your slot file. Well, that doesn't sound right. Yeah. The sponsor is giving you your pass up.
Yeah, exactly, because it's going to go to them anyway. Now, it's not a system I recommend long term, but for this Blitz, to help people get involved and make them excited and want to get in, you've got all the bonuses even if you're at 35. So that once they're in the church, you can save them, as one famous marketer says. You've got to get them in the church before you can save them. Okay, so you can get them in at 35, and 66% of people easily, okay, 2/3 of people will upgrade to 175 even if they come in at 35, guys, just so you know, okay? So don't worry if they come in at 35, there's a good chance they'll upgrade, okay? If they come in at 35, there's a good chance they'll upgrade to 175 anyway, okay? So that's clear to Dan, it's clear to James. Is that all right with you, Barbara? Does it all make sense now? And what we'll try and do is we'll try and do some graphics maybe, and like I say, anything Mike puts out, I'm sure you'll be happy for people to use, won't you? Yeah, certainly anything I put out regarding the Blitz, and Peter's full of ideas. Peter's an ideas man. I'm learning a lot off Peter, so I'm sure anything Peter does, we can, he can share. Okay, Peter, do you want to say anything now that you're on? Hello, you gone again? No, can't hear you, Peter. Okay. Guys, we're going to have an appeal, and it's by Peter, a new PC appeal. One that works. So, well, maybe we'll speak to you soon. Try and clean my whiteboard. I hate having a dirty whiteboard. Unless I'm strategically leaving stuff on.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Got you. Speak quick before you go again.
All right. I have one question. Is practically, how do you get the person in your team? If he signs up at National Wealth Centre, how do you actually get him moved to where you want him?
You don't. What I would have to do is I would have to give them Mike's sign up URL.
You have to catch the person that you before they sign up. Once they sign up, you can't move them.
If you're using the Facebook challenge, you're generally speaking to people, okay? And the way it would have to work, I mean, in your back office, when you look at your team, you can see where everybody is. So I mean, I can look and I can say, oh yeah, Mike's got one person, or he's got 3 people now. Okay, so you can kind of work it out. But to be honest, you sort of know anyway with your team. If I'm just sending out emails and people are signing up and going through a system like that, you don't have a clue. Okay, at the end of the day. But the way we work is there's a much stronger relationship with people. Okay, some argue it's slightly slower, but the retention rate is much better. More people go in at 175. So I know where Mike is in his business. Okay, I know that the second one's going to pass up. So I'm speaking to Peter, and Peter says, Paul, I'm all over this. This sounds absolutely brilliant. I say, well, look, like we said in the Blitz video, I'm going to help one of my team, so I'm going to give you their sign-up link, if that's okay. I might have a quick chat with Mike. Mike, this is definitely right, isn't it? You know, this is definitely where we're at, yeah? Before I go and do this, you know. I might do that, okay? And Mike might either be honest and say, I'm just about to sign someone up myself, or he might say, no. But we all work together quite well in this team. We're a good, friendly team. So I would just do that, Peter. It's one of the advantages of building with the 21-day challenge and Facebook networking, and we've got Twitter networking and so on, is that you do actually get to know the people and how you can help them and what they're looking for and what they need, so you can match what we have to what they need. On the subject of that, I'll mention this because it's going to tie in with something we're going to talk about next. Damo's asked what's the best way to close the sale. I'll talk about that sort of start to finish, Damo, but let me just tell you this because it's relevant, because I had somebody today and they're going through the challenge and they've not signed anybody up yet, and she sent a message and she said, not signed anybody up yet and I'm doing the challenge, and you can't get the tone off the Facebook message, can you? But I kind of got the tone. Oh, it's not working. So I said, thinking I'm being clever, I said, well, how many new friends did you make yesterday and how many conversations did you have? Because normally when I ask that, it comes back 0. And to be fair to her, 20 friends and 8 conversations. Brilliant. So I know this. It's like success, guys, is like a radio. Okay, if I turn the dial, if I'm trying to listen to Radio 2 in the UK, I don't know what you have anywhere else in the world, but if I'm trying to listen to a particular radio station and I've got the dial bang on, I get beautiful music. If I turn the dial slightly off, I get static, and it only has to be slightly off, and that's the difference between, yeah, crystal clear, Radio 2, lovely music coming through, and just a noise. And it's the same with this business. You can be so close sometimes, and you just need that little nudge. So I looked at a conversation, and it basically went like this. Hi, Paula, how are you? I'm fine, thanks. This 21-day challenge, what's it about? Looks interesting. Yeah, here's a link. As opposed to, and this is what I do, and Mike does, okay, and I'm sure Peter does, and Eric Green does, and Matthew Aaron does, people that are doing well at this. Hi Paula, how are you? Yeah, I'm great. I've seen this thing about the 21-day challenge. Yeah, fantastic. What business are you in? I'm in Jeunesse. Great business. I know people in that. In fact, one of my best friends is in Jeunesse. How are you doing with it? Well, I'm doing okay, thanks. Oh, so you're full-time? No. Right. Well, let's see if we can help you with this 21-day challenge. It's not right for everybody. What do you think is holding you back? Oh, Paul, I struggle to get leads. Oh, okay. 21-day challenge should work for you brilliantly then, because we have people in Jeunesse doing it, which is true. We've got people in all sorts of businesses doing it. There's trainings in there, how to go out and network on Facebook and make new friends. And then we've also got Twitter and we've got mass posting. But to make new contacts and get leads, yeah, it'd be brilliant for you. Somebody else says, do you know what, I'm really struggling with what to say to people. Fantastic, we've got this video in there. It's called How to Recruit Reps in 6 to 45 Minutes. It's in the back office. It tells you exactly what to say. We've got a list of questions you can ask people all in the back office there. Takes you through everything. It's perfect for you if you don't know what to say to people. You'll get so much out of the 21-day challenge. Somebody else, Damo, says, I can't convert people. I just can't seem to close people. Fantastic. 21-day challenge. There's a whole webinar in there just about conversion, so you'll get a lot out of that. Do you see what I'm doing, guys? I'm not just sending a link, which is impersonal. I'm actually just chatting like, hey, here's a concept for you, like a real person. Amazing. Who'd have thought just being a real person and chatting to people would work, eh? So I'm just chatting to them without, yes, of course I want to make a sale, but when I'm chatting to them, that's actually one of the furthest things away from my mind. What's on my mind is how can I help them? I don't know if I can help them or not without asking them what their problem is. So I could have, you know, I mean, basically it generally comes down to leads, conversion. Some people say, I need to make some money quick. Fantastic. 21-day challenge teaches you how to find people, what to say to them, how to convert them. And the best thing is, it's part of a team training for our National Wealth Centre business. 100% commissions. Imagine that, 100% commissions paid instantly, no waiting around. So it's great for cash flow. So for you, this is going to be brilliant. So that's 4 things that I've covered and made it seem personal to each one. Does that make sense? I'm just going to let the cat out before it does something on the carpet.
But I'm just carrying on there from what I was saying. In the 21-day challenge, there's other training videos in there. I don't know if it's on the same page or there's a link to it, but you know, the stuff in there then from Darren on, you know, like I say, the recruiting 4 to 25 reps summit in 30 days. There's lots of other training there. There's stuff over the shoulder from Matthew that shows how he goes and closes the deal. So there's lots of, you know, some short, some long, but there's lots of training videos inside our team pages that cover like what Damien just asked there about closing the sale, and plus some other bits as well.
So if you're not in the team, that's just a snapshot of what's in there, okay? If you are in the teams, I think most people on at the minute are, okay? Have you been through the back office and looked at everything you get? Because there's a lot in there if you go through all the other team stuff as well. What I would suggest you do is look and focus on the 21-day challenge, because that is working for people and it's a skill you can take into other forms of marketing. But I'm going to tell you one of my secrets, and it's in some of the training, so you might have heard me say this before. One of my secrets, guys, here's my little netbook computer, and it sits by the side of this computer. This will have a training running most of the day of some description. I have seen some of the trainings in the back office, the recruit reps in 60 to 45 minutes. I've seen that particular video probably about 10 times. Not necessarily while I'm concentrating on it 100% fully, okay, but certainly the first time I concentrate fully. But then every time I listen to it, I'll often still now get a little bit that I don't do and didn't realise I didn't do. And it just rams it in, you know, it's like revising for an exam. You don't know it from watching it once, guys, and you certainly don't know it unless you go and practice it. So, you know, you've got gold there. You've got gold. If only you knew it. You've got to go and practice it. Okay, there's good stuff in there. And I'm not saying that because I did some of it, okay, because I only steal stuff. I steal from the best. Right, so I can say it's brilliant stuff because it's not all mine, okay. And some of the, even if I'm doing the video, it's not necessarily my knowledge in there, okay. And that video from Darren, recruit reps in 60 to 45 minutes, is fantastic, okay. And then
I think I've watched that about 4 times.
Yeah,
I've actually just watched it today for the 3rd time.
The 3rd time. What do you think to it, Peter? I mean, if you watched it 3 times, you must think it's good, right? So let's rephrase that. In terms of the trainings that you've seen, how does that one rate?
That's definitely one of the best ones of all the videos there, and also right at the end of the PDF, there's 4 other videos. I can't remember the 2 guys that have built their team so fast as well. They are very good as well, where they start off with the basics and then go on there into the ninja tactics. I think there's 4 or 5 videos at the end. Those ones are very good as well.
Excellent stuff. So if you've got more questions, guys, put them in, but I'll just talk a bit more about conversion for Damo. So if you have any more questions, please type them in. You've got about 32 minutes of my time left, so make the most of it. So, and Mike and Peter. Peter's got some great stuff going on with Facebook groups and stuff. So, conversion, you say, what's the best way to close the sale? It actually starts from the first contact. And a lot of people think it starts when you're trying to close a sale. So what happens is, I make contact with somebody, you know, these are days going along here. I make contact with somebody there, day 1. no business will be discussed unless they ask specifically. And one of the things I love about the challenge and the Blitz now, when we were all promoting the Twitter challenge, one of the things that I love about these is that people will come and ask you about them. Most people I signed up came and asked me what I was doing. Okay, so note that because it's important. I'll come on to this sharing results. Okay, so on day one, we don't talk about business, and it's all in the training. Okay, but what we're doing, basically, if you think about it, is people buy from people they know, like, and trust. That is impossible to happen on day one. Impossible. You can speed it. If you watch my Facebook timeline, pretty much every day I do a video, and I'll just get an idea. So maybe something from tonight talking about conversion and not talking about business on day one. Tomorrow I might do a video about that. Okay, just ideas I get. Maybe I'm reading Eric Worre, Go Pro, brilliant book. You should all have it. You should all have that book. Eric Worre, Go Pro. If you haven't got it, you can pick it up cheap. You can get a second-hand copy. You can get the Kindle version. Anything by Ray Higdon's always worth getting. Okay, but you develop a relationship now. If I'm on my timeline, I'm putting out a video every day, and video, not text. I'm putting video out. People get to know me. They get to know what I'm about. Okay. Some people think that Paul Turner is a complete and utter idiot, don't they, Mike? No, they do. Some people do.
Yeah.
You can't please all the people all the time. I'm comfortable with the fact that some people will think I'm an idiot. Guess what? They unfriend me. They move on. Okay. Some people absolutely bloody love me and think I'm a genius. Okay. Now, either side, that's the minorities. Okay. And all it is likes like likes. So some people, you know, are like me, so they fit with me. Some people think I'm a complete idiot because they're the opposite of me. Okay. Most people think he's okay, and he obviously knows what he's talking about. Now, if I read this sheet of paper, which is about radio waves and vibrations and law of attraction and stuff. If I read that now, I know that. Okay, that's the guy that's teaching me NLP on my NLP course. So if I read that, I know it. So I could do a video about that now, and anybody watching it would think he knows his stuff. I've just read it, guys. You know, anybody can do a video. Anybody can do a video like that. Okay, so Damo, it's about building that relationship. I saw the video you did in your group, and it's absolutely brilliant. So you've obviously got no problem doing video. Okay, and if you doubt it, that is top notch, right? So over the course of these days, you build that relationship. So again, it's in the training, so I'm not going to labour the point. But if you go into a shop and a sales assistant walks up to you and says, "Can I help you, sir? What do you do?" No, fine. It's just automatic. You can't help yourself. It's instinct. I don't know. It must have been in caveman times they would have done that. I don't know. It's instinct. It's ingrained in us. If it's a friend that you know works in a shop, and supposing they work in a computer shop, okay, and you need to buy a computer, and you know somebody who works in a computer shop, you go and you talk to them, don't you? Say, "Hey Brian, I'm looking to buy a computer. What's good at the minute? What should I look for?" Because you trust that they know what they're talking about. It's the same with this, okay? They will watch what you do. 95% of people in a home-based business are failing to make anywhere near the money they want. That's what you have to realise. And even the ones that are making a lot of money, you always want more leads anyway. So what we've got is something valuable you can offer everybody, okay? So if you engage on their posts, that means Facebook will show more of their posts to them. If you put valuable content out, like we could teach you in the Facebook challenge, or do your own, you know, make up your own videos particularly is good, and so on and so on, people will come and ask you, because over time they realise that you've got this thing called the challenge or the Xmas Blitz or whatever it is that could benefit them. and they will come and ask you, or you can say to them, hey, have you heard about this Christmas Blitz thing? I know we were talking the other day and you said your unique business wasn't going as well as you'd like. I don't know, it might help you. Have a look. Might not be a fit for you. You might not be a fit for it. That's the takeaway. Might be a fit for you. Might not be a fit for you. But it costs you nothing to have a look. I can send you the link if you want. And something I learned from Eric Worre that I like to do now is say, I can send you the link if you want. If you ever want to know more, just ask. But in the meantime, what you got planned for the weekend? It's very non-threatening. Because if they don't want to know, they'll just tell you what they've got planned for the weekend, won't they? And if they do want to know, they'll say, well, actually, I'm taking the kids swimming, but what was that thing you said about you could help me in my business for this Christmas Blitz? What is it? Oh, yeah, cool, I'll send you a link. That's how you do it, rejection-free. But Damo, it starts at the beginning of the relationship, not right at the end. Okay. Actually, I've got another tip that Sarah Jane Cruikshank is in my team. Actually learned from a really good marketer called Lisa Torres. She's very, very good. Okay, and it's a tip she learned from her. So this is something you could try as well. You should, if you've watched the training, keep tabs on everybody you speak to. So I can't get to it at the minute. Here we go. So here's my contact list. When I speak to somebody on Facebook, their name goes on the sheet, and look, I use it. You see how worn it is? Yeah. And it goes back here. And all this is to remind me that I've spoken to them, and I work my way down the list. Okay. And that's the way of following up with them. But what you can do is, if I've sent the link to somebody and they haven't joined or they haven't come back to me, I could go to Larry Rogan and I could say, hey Larry, you know I sent you the link to the Christmas Blitz thing, or the 21-day challenge, whatever you spoke about, yeah? You know I sent you that link to the Christmas Blitz thing. Oh yeah. I mean, I don't like to hassle anybody, so just to let you know, I'm going to take your name off the list, because obviously it's not for you, you've not come back to me, so I'll take your name off the list. Just wanted to let you know I won't hassle you again with it. But I hope everything's going well. And Sarah Jane Cruikshank recruited 4 people in a day from doing that. Nobody wants to be taken off a list. They don't want to feel like they're missing out on anything. So it's on the cheekier side of things, I guess. But again, it's rejection free. Just to let you know, I sent you the link. Obviously, you've not signed up for it. That's cool. I'll take your name off the list because I don't want to hassle you again. But I hope everything's going okay, and let's speak soon, yeah? Anybody can send that message, and it's a nice little way of getting a few more in. So, like I say, if everybody gets 4 in NWC, you've got a great business, and she got 4 in a day. Well, that's untrue, because she'd spoken to people for
a number of days.
Yeah, for a number of days. Jessica Higdon has got a great course on recruiting on social media, and she says it takes about 21 days to build that relationship to the point where you could say to them, hey, by the way, have you seen this Christmas Blitz thing I'm doing? You know, so yeah, we've got time for that to happen now, guys. We've got time for that to happen now if you get cranking on it. There's no more questions coming through, Peter, sir, and Mike, so I guess everyone's good. Michael says he's never looked at the packages in there in the back office.
He's not the only one. You know, I bet.
Oh no, I know.
You know, people I know, and we've spoke about this before, Paul. And it's like, you know, people, oh, how do we do this? And it's like, have you looked in the back office? I looked in our team training. No, you know, it's in there. You know, how do you do this? Well, have you watched that video? Oh, what video? The one that's in the team training. Oh no, it's like, you know, okay, it's there. It's there for a reason. We don't just put them up to fill the page. You know, there's a lot of stuff then that we've done that hasn't gone on there. You know, because we don't want to bombard people and overload them with information. But
we've tried to keep
nuggets are in there.
There was a company that produced a set of audio CDs, training CDs, a few years ago now. And it was more in the days of sort of where you'd mail order stuff, you know, from the back of magazines and things. And it was a 10-part CD series. And somebody wrote in and said, my CD number 3 isn't working, it's blank. And they were like, oh, sorry to hear that, we'll replace it straight away. So they pulled out another CD3 from the stock, thought, I'll just test it before we send it, blank. Oh no, pulled another one out, blank, another one. They were all blank, all the ones they posted out. They sold over 200 copies, and then he had 2 people write back and say CD3 was blank. And now you wonder why 95% of people fail.
It's just an easy way to write a book. Write chapter 1 and the rest of it you just leave empty.
Yeah, I'm writing a book actually. I've got the page numbers done so far. So guys, come on, there must be more you want to know. And you wonder why 95% of people fail.
Absolute silence.
All recruiting superstars. That's good for me. I'm going to go and watch MasterChef. So, Mike, me and Peter will talk about. We're going to do some more videos, so we'll talk about that towards the end, Peter. But Mike, what one piece of advice would you give people
Obviously,
starting out?
Something that's happened to me recently, and someone has seen my video. I got the vault sale, the all the way in 7,500. So I know we're talking about here, and most people were in at the 175, which is, you know, I think it's probably 95% of the company just in at the monthly residuals. But it was get yourself up to the highest level as quick as you can. Several reasons. The reason why I did it are different to the reasons now I'm glad I did. Obviously, one, you can earn more commission. We were talking about before, you know, $25 level or the 175. That's the difference between recruiting one person or 7 people, right? That's really is. So the numbers, you know, make sense.
Yeah.
You know, also, then obviously you're losing out on commissions and on the lower level if you don't go all in on it. Then, as you go up into the higher ones again, just bigger commissions. But obviously the bonuses then that you get within the team get bigger and better. Some of the programs I've got are brilliant. But the biggest reason, and I didn't think of this before, but this is what's happened since, is you start feeling them like the boss. Yeah, you're not just then one of everyone else who's in at the $25 level. Yeah, if you want to step up and back yourself, because that's what you're doing really. You know, you start your own business, you back and you're betting on yourself. So, you know, are you going to bet on yourself $25 that you're not bothered if you win or lose? Yeah. Are you going to bet your house on it? You know, are you going to bet your life on it? Are you going to, you know, back yourself, you know, to the hill? And then it makes you've got to do it because you know the money's on the line, but you also have that mindset then, and it makes you think, yeah, I'm up there now. You know, one of my goals when I started online business, and we worked with him still, Darren Little. One of my goals was to beat Darren Little. Yeah. And last week I was ahead of him on the leaderboard, and it's like, boom, it's only a little goal, but it's ticked off. Thing that, you know, a year ago I would have never thought I would have been above Darren on a leaderboard. Yeah. And it's that then. It's how you start thinking about your business by being further up the pecking order there.
It's there's a story I tell, and this is one of mine, so you can't copyright, you can't use this one. No, you can if you want. But if I wanted to go and climb Mount Everest, okay, a lot of people say, oh, I'm going to give it a go. I hear that a lot. I'll give it a go. I'll do $35. I'll give it a go, see what happens. I tell them not to bother because they've already failed. And it works like this. If I want to go and climb Mount Everest, I could say, yeah, I'm going to give it a go. See, I think I'm into this mountaineering lot, so I'm going to give it a go, see how I get on. So later on you see me and you say, Paul, how'd you get on climbing Mount Everest? And I go, oh, it's a load of rubbish. I didn't want to invest in like the proper shoes, the proper hiking boots, climbing boots. So I just got some really good trainers actually, Adidas, really great mate. Got some good Adidas trainers. And I mean, you see these other, you know, these people, they invest in like Sherpas and, you know, stuff like that. I didn't bother with that. I just thought I'd carry a ham sandwich and a bag of crisps, you know, with me. That's all I need, keep me going. And then, you know, I knew it would get a bit cold up there, so I got my hat, my scarf, and I went out and I brought a really good coat. I thought I'd get a good coat, but I didn't want to spend like on the proper mountaineering gear because I'm not sure, you know, I'm just trying it out. I just want to see how it goes. and it's like, you know, I need somewhere to sleep, so I just got a second-hand tent off eBay. That will do. Then you say, well, how far did you get? Oh man, I'm so glad I didn't invest in it properly, because you know what? It was bloody cold. You can't, you know, it's freezing up there. I wasn't warm enough. I kept slipping on all the rocks. It's bloody dangerous, you know. So I can't, you know, can't do that. And you know, the tent, bloody hell, you need a really good tent. So you know, it's just not for me. It's just a load of rubbish. I'm glad I only tried it out though and didn't spend a lot of money. There's kind of a bit like that. You are a professional. If you want to make a living at this, you need to be a professional. Okay, you need that mindset. Now, luckily, you don't have to go to school for years and years to be like a lawyer or a dentist or a doctor or anything like that. And you literally can just do it by taking it and taking the knowledge that's there and just applying it like hell. And that's all I did. I did it like I didn't have a safety net. I just imagined my job had finished. I've got my own business. I do search engine optimization. It's getting harder and harder because Google keep changing things and stuff. So I just imagined I didn't have that and I had to go and do it. And I just spent a lot of time in this chair, chatting to people. I was watching films while it was on. You know, I had music on. You know, I just applied myself, and that was it. And anybody can do it. I promise you, anybody can do it. And once you crack the 21-day challenge, and you know, it might not be 21 days for you. You might not get loads of success in 21 days. It's a learning thing, okay? You'll learn how to do it. And Sarah Jane Cruikshank, she got more sign-ups after the 21 days than she did during the 21 days because she built those relationships, okay? But if you take it and you apply it, you just apply yourself, you'll get there, promise you. So, Damo, probably missed you now, but bye. Damo's off for the school run. Peter, tell people what we're looking to do.
Well, just to add what you guys were saying is, in terms of you know, getting your mindset right for your business and stuff like that. I mean, the businesses I've built before, there's 3 things you need to do. And thing number 1 is your vision. What do you want to achieve? If you have a compelling vision of where you want to go, you cannot quit. And what you're saying, Mike, is if your vision is at the 7,500 level, that is what you are going to go for. So that's number 1, and we'll probably talk about this again later. Number 2 is you need a plan. You need your strategic plan of what you're going to do. And number 3, and this is where a lot of people slip up, you have to have a targeted. You have to know your customer. Who are you targeting? Those are the 3 pillars of any business. And going back to that conversion question, if you target the right people in the beginning, you don't have to convert. They've already converted when you targeted them. If you're starting a restaurant, what do you need? You need a hungry crowd. If you go to the hungry crowd, you don't have to convert them. They want to eat. So, and people don't spend enough time on that. And the other thing about conversions is, if you're having a problem with conversion, you don't have enough leads. Because if you spend more time in getting leads, the people that you've talked to before, you're ignoring them, and then they will convert by themselves. So that's all I have to say about that. But in terms of what we're going to do is, I think we really want to get ourselves up to the level where our momentum carries us to Christmas and beyond Christmas. And to do that, we have to really start now. And we're going to really start with the next basic thing, and that is how to make a friend in the first place. How to get a targeted group of friends is what we need to work on. Because if we have that targeted group of friends, we have the basic building stone or building block of a business. I can see just in the people that I'm networking with and that I'm talking to, how many of the friends I have we have in common. So we're all networking in the same circle, in the same group, and we need to apply ourselves to get out of that and into new groups. So I think the next video that we're going to do is really how to do that, how to go out, how to find new friends, and how to start getting them and building that relationship with them will be step number 2. And once we've built that relationship, step number 3 would be, how do we convert them into customers or team members? And those are really the 3 steps. And we are going to do 3 videos, Paul. that will be coming soon on those 3 elements that will really teach you how to do that. And actual fact is, you can also bring your prospects. We'll teach them how to do that for free. So this is a good thing to tell people that you want to get into the business. We are going to show them how to go through those 3 basic steps. So if they just come and attend our webinars or our video series, they will be able to do this without paying a dime. So it's good value for them. And while they are here, we will teach them properly, and that will convert them to get into the business. So that's the plan from here on forward. In terms of us getting momentum, we really need to get this blitz going. And what we need to do is get more and more people into our blitz chat. Every time we convert a new person, if we've got people that are already in business, we need to get them to that blitz chat so that chat really doubles. I want that chat to double every day, because when people get into that chat, they see the main thing that people want to see, in that social proof. Other people making money, other people getting in, other people going out. And also we get that momentum on Facebook of, I like you, you like me. I comment on your thing, you comment on my thing. And that's what Facebook's all about, is reciprocity. I built my whole sports business on that Facebook reciprocity. We gave fans something, and they came. They sent us videos. They send everything to us. We don't need a thing, because we gave something to them in the beginning.
Peter, just tell Mike how many people you've got on your Facebook page.
We run the biggest sports blog for the Springbok rugby team, and we built a fan page of over 60,000 people with 0 advertising. And we have, in the last 3 months with the Rugby World Cup, we had fan engagement of over 2.5 million. So I have so many videos, fan videos, I can't place. We don't have enough time to get them onto our Facebook page. There's just too much. So they send us the stuff, but it's because that lesson, it's the right crowd, and our message is spot on onto them. And I've actually gone, Paul, I haven't told you this, but I've actually written out my perfect customer, and we can talk about this in a later training. I actually have a PDF from that on my blog called A Letter to John, and it started off from our, and I'm going off course here a little bit, but it's quite important. We started off in our sports business by identifying our perfect fan. It was easy to identify because I'm a rugby fan myself, but my perfect fan has a specific age. He lives in, I wrote the whole story of who he is, and everything we do in that business is targeted to that profile. And this is what we need to do in this business as well. I've already copied that profile. My guy is a guy called Bob, 40 years old. He lives in Illinois. He has 2 children. And what I want to do is, I don't want to talk to Bob. I want to become Bob. Because when I become Bob, everything I do is targeted at Bob. Now, obviously, for the women, you can go to Jane or whatever. But you really need to get yourself into the mind of your customer. Once you do that, your business perpetuates itself. And this is what we're going to do. So just, stick with us on this, and we'll take this to a level that guys haven't seen before. That's what I'm saying.
It's what you're saying about... Oh, hang on, getting feedback. What we say about the writing out your target customer, your ideal customer. I've put a link in the chat to the video ad interview I did on Sunday night, and the reason I've put that in there because he talks about that exactly. Before you place an ad, before you go and speak to anybody, you should know who you're trying to target. So it's relevant, so I've put it in there. And he does kind of paid ads, but listen, guys, the Facebook network opportunity, what Peter knows about building groups and fan pages and things like that is just out of this world. So you know, we've got another dimension to bring in now, Mike, to what we're doing with Peter on board. So it's going to be blooming good stuff. So if there's no more questions, we might as well wrap it up. Mike, do you want to say any last words and unmute yourself?
Yeah, no, I say, you know, 4 months now I've been involved with National Wealth Centre, and it's been, you know, a great journey where I am now. Love doing this, doing it full time, and there is I've done a list of why I chose National Wealth Centre and why I chose the industry, and every day nearly there's something else that gets added, you know, from National Wealth Centre. There's something coming up tonight, guys. If you've not heard about it, there's a webinar on tonight. We're part of a bigger team, which is part of a bigger team, and we all get access to all that training as well. So if you're looking, I posted it before in our RIP group. Have a look then at the RPM rotator. Yeah, if I can't give it away because I've been wanting to secrecy on what it is, but I've been told what it's about. But yeah, if you struggled, or you've got people in your team that have struggled, they 110% want to be on that webinar tonight. There's something that's going to be offered out to our team, and that is going to make it will fit so well on with this Xmas Blitz. It will go hand in hand, yeah, and we'll just take, you know, reasons to have conversations with more people day to another level, yeah, and it'll just give everyone just so much confidence in how to build their business. So definitely get on it tonight. What I'll do while we're chatting, if you're, I was going to say, while you're chatting there, Paul, I'll dig the link up. Yeah.
Cool. Any last words from you, Peter?
No, bro. Yeah. Well, sorry. No. Yes. I think the main thing for me is for us to get momentum going for the Xmas Blitz. When you guys leave here, you know, go to that chat and at least do 1 or 2 things tonight before you go to your webinar or whatever. Let's get the momentum going so that we can get more and more people into that thing.
I'll just add to that, Peter. The thing is, guys, if we all blitz the blitz, if we all, you know, put it out multiple times, the more people see it, the better. And what could happen is, if somebody speaks with a South African accent and they see me post it, and there's a video that maybe, you know, this video we might put out, you know, and even though I've posted it, but they hear a South African accent, they've got a South African accent, and if someone else sees it and they're from Manchester, even though I've posted it, they're probably going to join Mike if they're from Manchester, or Peter if they're from South Africa. Okay, even though I posted it, but the same happens in reverse, guys. That's why it's good to get your face on webinars and things if you can. Okay, it's good even if you're not on the video though. You know, if somebody can see from your profile picture that you've got dogs and they've got dogs or whatever it is, people will often join the person they just feel more comfortable with. Okay, there's no loyalty in terms of, oh, they showed it to me first, but oh, Mike's just down the road. You know, so, you know, get it out there, and it benefits the team as a whole. And because we're looking to do this pass-up thing, we've got it all going on, guys. We've got it all going on, and I have a sneaky suspicion of what's happening tonight, but I don't know because I'm not like in the millionaire club like Mike is, you know. But tonight's webinar is going to be good, and we'll announce the news if the time zones are all wrong. Because here in the UK, Mike, don't we have it rough on the hangouts?
This is an easy one, 7 p.m. Eastern. That's only 1 a.m. It's normally 9 p.m.
Yeah,
like
I mean, that's early for us.
3 o'clock. So yeah, it's an early night for us. But yeah, no, definitely, guys, get on that. But just when we started the 21-day Facebook challenge, the momentum then that everyone rode together. That's it, and then it dropped off. But the people who carried on still got the results. But there wasn't that big team, you know, gathering then of people doing it, and people were asking about it because they were seeing it not just on one person's, you know, wall. They were seeing it, you know, 10 times a day off different people, and they're like, what on earth is going on about? So yeah, by all even posting the same things, people are like, what's going on here? There's something going on. You know, I need to find out. So whether they ask you, they ask Paul, they ask Peter, they ask me, they ask someone else. By us all putting the same effort in, we'll all win out of it. Like, maybe today it's John, and maybe tomorrow then it's someone else. But we'll all do it. People will start seeing the Blitz campaign, and if it works and we get it all in, the next webinar, I'm definitely putting my Santa suit on.
There you go.
That's the threat.
But you know, you're 100% right, and the thing is here is it's Christmas and cash flow. Everyone needs it.
Okay, right, Barbara's got to go, so if Barbara's got to go,
Sure, I was up.
fine, we all went. So, MasterChef, the professionals awaits me. Well, I'm going to watch them probably have to dissect a lobster badly or some kind of skills test, which I love. So, listen, guys, the attendance on here has been great. Everybody's stayed on, okay, except for Damo had to go. So, thanks for your attention. Really appreciate it. Thanks, Peter. Thanks, Mike. You know what you've got to do now. You've got to go and start posting that you're taking part in this Christmas Blitz. You've got the page. Okay, if you're not sure, I've already posted it once. Let me just put it in there again. Copy and paste it now before we sign off. Just make sure you put your username on the end. I'm sure NWC gets sign-ups to an account called username here, and nobody knows who it is. And I have seen that done, believe me. So make sure you...
it's still open for somebody that joins.
I was thinking of getting that username and opening a second account, because I have seen it happen. I saw some celebration cake fails the other day, and one was, Jenny, underneath that, will you marry me? And what had happened was somebody had written, what do you want it to say? I want it to say, Jenny, and underneath that, will you marry me? And whoever done the cake had actually done that. And there was another one that was like, Mike, in bigger letters, thank you for looking after the dogs or whatever, you know. So, you know, I've laughed, but
you see that in emails. You see that in email swipes all the time. When the guys put a link in brackets, and the guys writing the email, the brackets with the word link in.
Yeah, insert name here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, guys, have a great one.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Mike.
Cheers.